All right. Welcome back to the Chris and Veronica show. My name is Chris, and this is...
Hey, it's Veronica.
And find us on all the socials, YouTube, Spotify, all those places. And what are we talking about today? I think,
I picked the last one.
You did?
Yes, I did. Frenemies. No, you pick.
I'm choosing?
Yes, you're choosing.
Okay.
Or do you want me to choose? You know what? We should rock, paper, scissors for it.
Okay. Yeah, topics are really hard.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things to talk
Solid as a rock.
Just you and I.
Right? I feel like, what was your favorite type of like music genre? Now, back in the day.
So I had a very eclectic music choice. I even went Depeche Mode for a semester.
I love me some Depeche Mode. I'm good.
Yes, we did the whole thing. I even cut my hair diagonally in the back. No, in the back.
In the back? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had really long hair to my waist, and it started at my shoulders, and it did a diagonal because I was trying to be all that.
Fun.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Favorite genre? I would think it would just be top 40.
Top 40s?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
top 40 hits.
Did the Madonna, had everything. Did the Madonna. Let me see what else. What else did I go through? Of course, classic rock, and of course, Menudo, because who did not love Menudo?
You got to. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, Madonna, the Super Bowl thing, 2004. That was a whole thing. Was it 2004?
I don't
feel like
remember.
it is.
I was really not. I don't know, the Super Bowl. I know. Here we go.
Or is it Janet Jackson? That was Janet Jackson.
The Janet Jackson.
Yeah, that's what I
had
think.
to ask. Like, which one was the wardrobe function?
Veronica. Yes, that's the one. That's the whole thing. And it was, what was my, so these are all different things. I feel like I had a thing where if I was like doing schoolwork, I would listen to something. If I was like doing swimming or diving, I'd listen to like something else.
That makes sense.
If I was out like mowing lawns on the ride-on lawnmower or something, I'd be like singing at the top of my lungs to like something, right? Probably like show tunes or something. That's, how gay are you? Show tunes gay.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
You know what? That needs to be put on a cup.
How gay are you?
Yeah.
Show tunes gay. Yeah. So did that. And then what else? There was... Oh, classical, a lot of classical, vocal jazz, love like Manhattan Transfer, that kind of thing.
I wasn't too much of that. I did love some
Take Six. Yeah, I love some Take Six. I have Whoop, there it is, right? This is a bunch of singles, right?
Who does it?
There it is.
What do you listen? Do you have go-to music when you're sad?
Sad music?
When you're feeling sad, do you have go-to music? Like...
Idiot. Like there's what's her name? Yeah, all those. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of like really sad music, I feel like. But I don't really
when you are feeling sad.
Right, but
what
I don't
do you listen?
wallow in sadness though. That's
of course you don't. Of course you don't. My go-to is either Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
Or
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yes,
right?
All of those. So now you're getting a
Africa. No?
Anyways,
All of it.
now that I've done research, it's the nostalgia of the happy times. Yeah, sometimes I'll even get into a mode of whole Vicente Fernandez and Los Wookies. I'm like, yeah. So that's what it is. But really, you don't take the time to wallow and figure out, or you're like, okay, we're gonna take 5 minutes. And then we're done.
We're figuring this out. Where's it coming from? Where is it at? Why is this happening? Move on through.
That's good. That's good.
Because the idea that you are like stuck into something has never really sat well with me.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see you're very much let's figure the problem out and fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
yeah.
I am a fixer. But it took me a long time to actually be that way with my feelings. A really long time. That's emotional intelligence on a whole other level. Like, ding, 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 you graduated.
Yeah. For me, like, there are times where I shut down my brain, right? Where I'm like, I just want to like watch YouTube videos or like whatever, right? That kind of thing. But even then, I find myself more frequently now doing things like micro learning or like learning in some way.
Micro learning.
Because then it's like, so learning things at tidbit levels. So 3 minutes to 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes, right? It's part of the reason why I started like the other podcast thing is
Of
because
course you do.
I did. Yeah, it's a whole because I was like I'm consuming a lot of different types of content in that way, and I love the fact that you can actually do that. Like, you can find ways to like get knowledge in short tidbits, even if it's from like a 20,000 foot view, to be like, oh, this is a new thing. Like maybe I want to like nursing, right? I was like nursing, doctor, etc., medical, insurance systems, like all of these things, and going through and doing like micro learning type of things on that, just to be able to get like top level views of things to then like dive in deep on other things.
This is why you're going to be chosen for the zombie apocalypse team. You're going to be on my team. Yes.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
So when we have a zombie apocalypse,
Yes.
you know, we have to have teams.
Okay.
This is why you're going to be on my
We're
team.
teams.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're like we're raiding together.
Sure. No,
Is that
or
what it is?
defending.
MMRPG.
Oh,
What
you're
are
so
they?
cute.
Multi-member something.
I meant in
Video
real life, you know, when
game.
we have the real life version of The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
But that's what I mean. We're going to be those players that are on the game, but in real life rather than in the video games. Is that what it is?
That you're learning. Yes, MMOs. Yes, RPGs.
RPGs?
No, RPGs.
Okay, we're RPGs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those people that like stand around and just like kind of like dance in the background, and then like the actual players.
Sure.
Which are the other ones?
Yes.
Right? Because isn't it like the players that are one thing and then the other? Like,
Yes, they're called NPCs.
NPCs. See, I know what I'm talking about. See these things? Yeah. Video games.
We're going to take Chris to a Comic-Con or PAX because,
Sure.
you know.
I'll go as, what's his name? The Groot, but bigger.
Okay. No.
Yeah, the tree guy. Groot.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean bigger? Groot is still taller than you.
I don't know about all that.
We are going to look that up.
Gumby. I'll go as Gumby.
And this is why we are friends.
Right?
This
Look
is
at
why.
it.
I
It's
know
just
we can.
all, like,
Yes.
Gumby
yes.
suit.
Yes. And you already got the walk already.
Yeah. Is this a
Oh, I
little
could be the
Gumby
horse.
suit?
I could be Gumby's
The
horsey.
horsey thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
What's his name? I can't remember.
I
Anyway,
can't remember.
But yeah, video game. Do you have specific video games you like better than others?
I like Diablo, and I've been playing this mobile game called Ivani King's Return. But the reason why I've noticed that I like those is I can just jump on, play, and then get off. It's not so...
You're not just like stuck
Yes,
into it
that
for
people are not
forever?
relying on me, and I'm not relying on them, that I can fulfill.
Oh,
Yes.
It's like a single player kind of.
Yes, but you can have the option to do groups and go do quest or
like trade off on equipment and whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm very much a
Trade.
crafter.
Mm-hmm.
When my spouse and we started playing a game together, he got mad at me because he's like, okay, we have to go kill this thing and we have to do it. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. It says here we pick up 20 of these flowers. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, it's a side
I gotta
quest.
get 20 flowers.
Yes, it's a side quest. No.
He's like, no, we got to go 4 miles in that direction.
Yes,
it's going to
because
take us
he
45
wants-
minutes to walk
because
there.
each thing is their subquests, their side quests.
Yeah.
So I love doing side quests and crafting because you can cook in game, you can tailor.
Right.
I love all that. And then he got mad at me and he insulted me. He's like, you should just be playing Sims and all this. I gasped in
I
Spanish.
love Sims. Of course I would, right? Why wouldn't you, right? I mean, come on, let's do. Remember the one where it was on the Nintendo DS or whatever, the little one, and you had to go and like pick out all the plants and stuff out of the ground and like try. And then on Nintendo Cube, like 15 years ago, there used to be on the Cube this one where you would like go and you didn't play Cube.
I was EverQuest.
EverQuest, yeah.
I played EverQuest for 22 years, 21
EverQuest,
years.
not World of Warcraft. You were
No,
EverQuest. Yeah, no, nobody does that. EverQuest, World of Warcraft.
We might be interrupted because
I
the
think I was a
equipment might
mage.
just like.
I think I was
go
a
like-
mage in World of Warcraft and in EverQuest. EverQuest mage, I think, yes. If I remember this correctly.
You probably don't because how dare you say World of Warcraft? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
I did not know that EverQuest started because of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I did not
And
know.
where did Dungeons and Dragons start?
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
From the Lord of the Rings. No.
No, these are all things. Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
And a lot of these are local companies to the Pacific Northwest.
Yes.
So
West Coast, right?
Mhm.
West Coast. Finish it for
it's
me.
the whole thing. You can get
West
it. I believe in you.
Coast. Gamers, West Coast Games.
There's a lot of them. So there are a lot. So
There is one big one.
Wizards of the Coast.
Thank you. Wizards of the Coast.
I was just going to let you sit with it for a minute.
Is that what we're doing now?
You're welcome.
Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah. Because so Wizards of the Coast, right? That's a whole thing. There's also like Magic the Gathering that has come out of those, right? So the company itself as well. So there's also parent companies and Blizzard Entertainment and all these others, right? And then like EverQuest and World of Warcraft, and the fact that these are all like out of here, right? And they've originated here. So,
I did not know that. So I actually was dating someone that was really big in Magic the Gathering, and I was like, okay, I did not know
and then
about
they bring
Magic.
out the binders, and you're like, what?
No, they were the champion of something, and I'm so sorry, sir, that I'm forgetting. But they were a champ. They had a Wikipedia page. Like they were really popular in
like
that realm.
Too legit to quit.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow, you were a thing. They had a whole page dedicated to them, and like, oh
my
wow.
gosh.
So now, and then when they had their birthday party, I met some amazing game designers, and it was just awesome just to be in a room full of other nerds. I'm like, wow, I really am a nerd. It was just so awesome. It was just so awesome. And then I'm actually someone else whose channel is dedicated to Magic the Gathering. I did not know how big it was.
Huge, yeah.
Yes. And then especially in the veteran community, I said, oh, I want to host a Magic the Gathering tournament. So I'm still working on that, folks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a big thing, and it's needed because it's all tied in mental health.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
These are all things. And so there's a whole thing. I don't know if you can even see.
Yeah, I know. We got into that time, dude.
You can't see on the camera. In this house, there are originals from the artistic director of Wizards of the Coast.
Yes.
And there's a artwork and stuff from them. So all their original like oils and stuff that they put, and our original cards as well.
Well, next time I'll have to show off my nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but you can't see them on camera, right? They're all in the other room, / like off camera right now. But yeah, but they do exist.
Yes.
They're here.
No, but it is a thing. I love that. I would really love to be able to bring the joy of gaming, because sometimes not everybody can be extroverts like us.
Yeah. Yeah, and I am a huge fan of getting together for like game nights and things like that, but I'm usually like card and like dice game type things.
Yes.
And it's so interesting. So like for me, okay, it's like interesting, frustrating, whatever you want to call it. But I feel like once board games started getting like 400 pieces and an entire book of like rules, then it like made it no fun for me. Because I was like, why?
Really?
I've got to like study up on this thing, and then I've got to fight with this person over here who's got like 5 years more experience at this game, and they're gonna like rake me over the like holes for
that makes sense.
These like rules that are like on page 260 whatever of this rule.
So it's almost like and this is why I guess there's different games, right? Like Dungeons and Dragons, that is very much a role player, because even I sometimes have to forget and go back to the manual and be like, okay, well, what does this do again, and the why? But also, I do love the simplicity. Like Yahtzee, we were very much a Yahtzee family.
Right.
Yahtzee,
like just how simple it is, just to like get together as a family and play, or as a group of people and play.
And Scrabble.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
I mean, the most you're fighting about is like, is that a real word or not, right? Like that's,
and there is a Yahtzee dictionary for that.
Yeah, see?
Yes.
Well, Scrabble dictionary, right?
Yes,
Yahtzee.
sorry.
I was like,
Scrabble.
Yahtzee has a
Yes.
dictionary.
No,
I'm sure it
Scrabble.
probably does
Yes, you're
somewhere.
right.
Yeah.
It's a Scrabble dictionary, and that's how you solved it. So I started the reason why I started playing Scrabble was I was dating someone, and we were like, I can spell better than you. No, you can't. And I only beat them one time.
Yeah.
It was that one time, and I talked so much smack.
One of our family members had one of those spinning boards.
Oh, where you turn
like,
it around?
Yeah. So it was like Lazy Susan on the table. And so you could
Because it made it easier.
Yeah. To be able to like play. So somebody isn't like looking upside down. Somebody's looking sideways. Everybody's trying to like crowd around one person. And you're like, those are my letters, like.
So when you play Scrabble, do you set a timer for this is how long you have to think of a word?
See, like I said, people are just getting more complicated than
No,
I don't know.
You're not going to be taking 10 minutes.
See, that's what I'm
Hurry up
saying.
and make your word.
What? Bring your chess clock. We're all going to die. I know. It's a whole thing. People get very serious. This is what I'm talking about. People get too serious about their games now.
No, it's like, come on now, get the game going. Oh my gosh, see, this is okay. So
rather
in
than
my
just
mind,
like realistic time, because if everybody else is sitting there chatting, right, and like somebody else is chatting and talking or whatever, let them talk, right? Like you're there to be able to connect with people.
I'm not going to be playing Scrabble with Chris because this podcast will not be continuing.
Because you got to be like really in it, right? Because like you got to make sure that you know how like all the things work, right? So like,
So either play the game or
not necessarily.
So are you telling me that you're going to take 10 minutes to think of a word?
It's not
Knowing
about
darn
that.
well, just give up your tiles.
So here's what I'm saying, right? So if somebody's going to be taking 10 minutes over here and like people are talking, right? Maybe they're talking, connecting or whatever, and this person's like thinking about it, like take as much time as you want because I'm there to like hang out with the people, right? I'm not there to win the game and I'm not there to like push this person to be able to do something, right?
We will always be winners.
No, that's it. Because you're there for community,
you know what? You're right.
right.
I think, as you can tell, Scrabble in our home was a very competitive game. It was like, hey, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, give up your tiles if you can't make the word.
Right. And it's like, you can't just. Like,
you're right.
And I feel like, too, for even card games, right? If somebody's like thinking about it a little bit, the rest of the table, they'll be like, you're thinking too long, right? Like, you don't need a thing where it's like aggressively like, your time's up, move on, you know, like. The rest of the table will eventually be like, okay, yeah, next person's turn, you know, because it doesn't have to be like in your face about it. It's more like, oh, I get you're like thinking about it. And that's awesome. Like think about it and do it. Like I was teaching somebody Farkle a couple nights ago. Yeah.
The best time was at your home. I'm like, oh, I get Farkle now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Where it's just like, it's fun. And it doesn't matter if you're going or not like in the time frame or anything. Cause you're just kind of do it. And everybody else is going to sit back and let you count what it is if you're just starting out, right? So it isn't like that in some board games where there's rule books and people that have this thing and there's 6 other people that are playing and you're the one person that's out and they're like, yeah, newbies do this thing where we just like trounce all over them, whatever. And then eventually they'll learn in like a couple years to be able to like be good at this game. But until then, you're just getting pounced on because you don't know the rules and that's fine.
To be fair, whoever was to the left of me was like, well, you can choose this or you can choose that.
Yeah.
I think your mom was like, okay, now you can do this or you can do that. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't understand why Chris didn't do that for me the last time.
Right? Yeah. Because sometimes I'm like jumping to the deep end. I got stuff to do, but here, we'll do this for now. Right. So yeah, but yeah, that's like, I feel like games are there for the people and to be able to hang out with the people and, you know.
I think this is why you choose specific games. Mm-hmm. You definitely do not choose Uno Mercy. That is a thing now.
Yeah.
That is a thing where it's cutthroat Uno.
Yeah. I don't do Uno.
It was so much fun. Well, we made it funner because we added alcohol. But anyways, that's a whole another thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't drink, so not fun for me.
Yeah.
All it is just, you know, drunk people getting crazy. And usually I leave at that point. So, yeah, no Uno for me. No like aggressive card games. I usually just,
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about? We should host the next business networking event we have. We should do an operation
game.
Yes.
Yeah.
To see the person and each little thing can be something in there. I don't know. You know me. I love being creative.
Yeah.
We'll see. You're like, ooh, or we could do
great.
is it Simon Says one where you have to choose the
That's just
colors?
Simon.
Oh, Simon. Yes. That one.
Yeah,
I love
Simon
that
with the
one.
do.
Yes.
Speaking of which, we've got to do our little like thing. Okay.
Okay.
So we have 8 buttons and this is cool because we've got now like buttons that are programmed with sounds to them.
Yes, because apparently people don't like it when we do.
Right. And so for a new sound, we're trying a thing.
Oh, that is right. We said, hold on. Remember, this
Yeah.
is the time. You have to post now
Yeah.
in the comments. Go ahead.
What's the next sound going to be, right? So if you know what the next sound, now is your time to guess. Put the guess in there. Or if you like, okay, so what is it? So what's the sound? We're going to play a sound. Which one do we want to hit? This one? That one?
Let's do the yellow.
How about this
The blue.
light blue one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do this one. Okay, ready? 3, 2, everybody like plug your ears. Boop. That was a thing. I'll do it a little bit louder. It's a rim shot. Oh, sorry. Actually. That's the horn. That's the air horn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the sound.
So now
It's a rim shot.
we're fancy now.
Yeah.
We got a soundboard.
We got noises, y'all.
I know. Chris was so excited. Oh, I got something for us. I was like, oh, chocolate.
Yeah.
Even better. It's a
Yeah.
soundboard.
We do have chocolate. It's over on the counter, though. We should get that for this next episode. Okay, anyway, that was the sound. If you made it this far, comment rim shot below. Again, the first person that gets rim shot gets a $5 gift card from Veronica to one of our local coffee shops. So, yeah. put that comment below. Thanks for watching, listening. My name is Chris.
Hey, it's Veronica.
This is the Chris and Veronica Show. Find us at chrisandveronica.com, online on YouTube or on Spotify for the audio. So, yeah, thanks for listening, and we will catch you next time.